Running all ass hotter than Marie Sharp. When they bump on me thing, well, that's when the fun start. Yeah, me no come for play, me no come for skylark.
You are now watching Soca Vibes Sports Podcast.
People, you grab on me cocky, tell me ya. And when you ready to get it done, she got to wind down to the yard farm. So cock it up and put your head by your knee. Never.
What's going on, Soca family? This is your boy Mello. I'm here with my co-host JP. Unfortunately, we are one man down today with our boy Starboy. Hey Starboy, if you're watching this, bro, we miss you, buddy, but we're definitely gonna hold down the fort. But just want to say welcome to episode 11 of Soca Vibes and Sports. Can't wait to get started, man. JP, man, how are you feeling today, my guy?
Shoot, feeling good, taking it a day at a time, like usual. Yeah, we definitely think about Starboy, but he should be back next week. And like usual, got a list of topics for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been faithful, keeping it coming through, and our family and community is definitely growing. Don't think we have not noticed. So
we appreciate all the likes, the subscribe, the comments. Thank you for telling a friend, that total friend, to to tune in with us each and every Saturday, man.
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So to kick this thing off, I got one that's one of those topics where money kind of make the world run around and go around. So to start off, is 1,500 enough for a college athlete in a video game? And by that, what we're referring to is like people who play the game NCAA, they have to put their name and likeness. Well, the athletes that actually play on the field have to put their name and likeness, you know what I'm saying, into a video game. And everybody need to get paid. So if you put me in a video game, I'm gonna want my money. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think is a reasonable compensation, Mello, for these college athletes who want to be in this video game or who should be in the video game?
I feel like we kind of transitioning into an era called the NIL deal, and depending on what school you at, I understand you have some schools they're heavy when it comes to the NIL, and you have some of them they're pretty limited when it comes to the NIL. However, to answer this question directly, man, is $1,500 enough for a college athlete for the video game? I think so, bro. I just feel like there's a lot of athletes across the world, and if these guys are asking for more, I think at this point they're just being greedy. Keep in mind, I'm not saying the video game should be their only source of income, but I know for a fact they're getting other things as well, like financial aid, their refund check, or like I said, the NIL deals, depending on what your school has to provide to you. And I just think that 1,500 is enough. It's just enough. I would say that hey, that's just extra money that you just put to the side.
Oh, so check this out. Let me ask you this, because I want to play devil's advocate a little bit on this. Let's say you got the kid who's not receiving that much in financial aid, and that 1,500 is not enough to supply what that kid needs for the time being. And this kid comes from the struggles, you know what I'm saying, come from the ghetto, whatever the hood may be,
Right.
and they need money to send back home. Is that 1,500 feasible amount to help the fam?
It's definitely not. Definitely not. No, I'm not gonna sit here and be naive of the situation. Definitely not. But just looking at it, think about it. They When the game came back last year, right? It was at $500.
Mm.
I them to increase it to a thousand more to bring it out to 1,500. I think that it is sustainable for just the time being. Um, I don't know. I just felt like I said, man, this is just a case by case situation.
Mm.
Um, when I look at this, just like you said, let's just say if the kid, he's not getting enough of financial aid, or he's not, and 1,500 is not enough to, provide back home to his family. I still feel like the kid should find another way. Let me not say kid. I do apologize, but I do feel like
Oh,
the athlete could find another way to produce some extra income, whether it's doing something legally, whether like cutting hair, or doing something that's productive that you could do to send back home to your family. Feel me?
good. Well, this is what I'm thinking too. Like, let's say the kid is doing all they can, right?
Right.
No, and every year the envelope is being pushed out further and further. It started off with 500, now
Right.
it's at 1500, right?
Right.
I know good and damn well these schools, especially these D1 colleges, are making so much money just off that kid's name and exposure. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's unreal. Like names, right now we're in March, right?
Yeah.
And we have a topic coming up called March Madness. You know what I'm saying? And it's, this is a time where the basketball world is going crazy as far as like collegiate athletes are concerned.
Right.
And this is where you either make a name for yourself or you tuck your tail, you know? And what I think with the 1500, it has to be raised. I think the bar has to be raised every year, and especially when you have generational talents. Like I'll use Victor Wembanyama for example. We a couple episodes back we was explaining to Ali about Victor Wembanyama and how he's damn near an alien. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's damn near. He got an 8 foot wingspan. He's 7'4". Right now, if Victor Wembanyama was to go to somebody's college, right? You got media attention, you got like all the national televised games and stuff because everybody wants to see that type of player. Everybody wants to see something that they haven't seen before.
Right.
So if you working at a job, right, and you the main attraction, you know what I'm saying, aren't you gonna want to be compensated like the main attraction rather than being compensated like just a collegiate athlete, like a young dude who has his first job? It's your first job and you trying to get some skin in the game.
Mm, that's a good point. That is a pretty good point. So I just want to ask you. So I just want to kind of counter that just a little bit. What do you feel should be an appropriate move to make sure that everyone is happy in this, from the athletes to the schools to the actual video game manufacturer? Like, what do you think that needs to be done in order for this to kind of make everyone happy?
I think personally, like your compensation should be based off of your production and your performance, your
Okay.
output. And remember, we had a conversation based off of analytics, right?
Yeah. Right.
So if you are the driving force, right? I
Hmm.
think paid like the driving force. You see these top quarterbacks in the college world, they're getting paid millions of dollars, maybe $2 to $3 to $4 million
Right.
just for being a college athlete. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who's to say that they didn't earn that? You know what I'm saying? Because you work your whole life to reach a certain level. But now it's starting to change the game because either the college is throwing too much money at these kids who don't understand financial literacy,
Right.
or they're throwing, so much money at these kids and they're actually thriving on whatever funds they're receiving. But the first thing I see some kids do is go buy a Ferrari, Bentley, so
Something exotic.
exotic, right?
Right. So I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you say that. So let's just say if the video game, I'm just going to say EA Sports, for example, they decide to raise the bar on them, right?
Mhm.
You did mention financial literacy. So let's just say right now you give a kid 1,500, and they're not too fond of it. So how do you think they will feel? How do you think they will handle having 1,500 now as opposed to having, let's just say, triple that? Triple
Uh,
that amount.
I feel like money can make or break you. Like sometimes, like how somebody's gonna act before they even get the funds, because money can either enhance your vices, or it can keep you the same. You know what I'm saying? Not
Right.
everything's money driven, but what I will say is when you do receive a certain amount of funds, it's not up to the college to decide what you do with that money. They have to compensate you based off of your performance. And
Okay.
if you do want to, help, you in a direction to kind of understand how to use your money better, why not give that person the funds and also give them a financial coach, you know what I'm saying, to go
Mm,
along with the funds that you're compensating, or you giving these young kids or
right.
young adults.
Right.
That's just my outlook on that.
Ooh, I like that. That was pretty smooth.
Yes,
So,
sir.
Hasir, for you, you saying no towards the 1,500. You don't feel 1,500 is enough. For me, I just feel like it is suitable just for the time being.
Because think
Um.
like this: the young college athlete. I'm gonna just use a male for the sake of the argument.
Mhm,
A young male, right?
mhm. Oh. JP has transitioned out. We will be right back right after this message.
Oh, my bad. So now these women, they're at a point where if you take them on a date, right,
Mm-hmm.
you can easily spend 1,500 in a matter of like a week or two. You know what I'm saying? Because they not wanting to eat at no Arby's or no McDonald's or nothing
Yeah,
like that.
Chili's, right? The 2 for 20, man. Can't go wrong with that.
I'm a fan of Chili's. You know what I'm saying? I was over there having a ball the other day.
Mhm.
But yeah, when you in that tax bracket or they view you as a high end athlete, they're not going to be seen with you at Chili's. You know what I'm saying? And it all depends on what you prioritize. But what I will say is everything is going up. You feel me?
Right.
What worked for us is not going to work for them. You know what I'm saying? Because
Absolutely.
back when we were like at a college age or at a young age, whatever the case might be, you could get away with stuff like that. But nobody cares if you're struggling now these days, or if you know what I'm saying, is that ramen noodle starter pack.
Right.
They just want to see you, you know what I'm saying, ball till we shine type deal. So that's my thoughts on that. Do you have anything else you want to add on that?
To that, man, I just feel like, with the whole NIL thing, I know for a fact it's still fresh. You get what I mean? I'm happy to see that these athletes are like getting paid. But just like you mentioned, I just feel like there needs to be like a set system in place, to make everyone happy, or to at least making sure that, yeah, just make everyone happy. That's the overall goal that I see from this. Is we just need everybody to be happy. We need the players to be happy. We need the school to be happy. We need the coaches to be happy. We just need everyone to be all just all aligned. So I just feel like if they create like a set system, so let's just use 1,500 just at the minimum. Then based on production and your image and who you are as the player, then I felt like they should get more
That
out of
should be
it.
the base. That should be the base for sure.
Yes.
The base. So to transition, this one is a little different. Can you be so I'll go first on this. I
Can I
think you
read it to you? Let me read it to you first,
okay.
just so you can answer. You ready? The second question is: Can you be friends with someone after you have sex? Mr. JP, the floor is yours.
So I think you can definitely still remain a certain level of cordialness and be friends. I don't see nothing wrong with that. What I do find a problem with is when people's instruments start to change and the tone starts to change,
Mhm.
where we go from, oh, we're friends, to now a bigger uh a bigger emphasis on like how we communicate with each other changes. Like, you know, I
Right.
think some people like the dopamine start doping too much, man. It's like, you know,
Hmm.
you can put yourself in a position where it becomes more than what it should have been
Right.
without the proper communication. Um, yeah, this is a tough one, man, because I think like people
Wait,
should be able to, but that's not always the case, right?
right. I
So what are
mean,
your thoughts on that?
well, for me, I feel like you could be friends with somebody. After you have sex, I just feel like it needs to be addressed up front, in terms of like let it be known like what are the intentions are, making sure, hey, it is, we're just going to keep it right here. It shouldn't go here, nor I say it should go here. Just keep it at a consistent level. Just making sure, like, have that open communication about it. You get what I mean? Never have. One thing I learned in this society, or in this era, that we kind of assume too much. You get what I mean? Like, right now, and how I say, I'm a victim of that shit too. Like, back in my wild west days, I would think that, okay, we didn't have no title between us, but yet, the other person, they had different agendas. You get what I mean? And for me, it's like, shit. I really wish that I could have been more upfront, more honest about the matter, as opposed to kind of assuming like they already know what's going on, and we pretty much, or has it, as I thought we were on the same page, but we weren't. um what else? I just gotta say, be careful. Just be careful how you lay the wood, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful how you lay the wood, bro, because I'm telling you, man. You know,
Okay. Okay. Let me
these
ask you.
girls. Go ahead.
Let me
Ask the
ask you.
question you're gonna ask me, so I
Let's say
could.
you give some fire zozo,
You're
man.
right.
And for those who don't know, you get some fire meat, whatever.
Right. The wood.
Yes,
The wood.
you put it down, and I personally believe like there are such things as soul ties,
Yes.
and I think they can tug you every which way, but I do think men have like a better wherewith as far as like separating like their personal feelings from their like emotions.
Oh yeah.
Not saying that's always the best thing to do because it's not, but this one right here, man. This is a Starboy question right here.
I mean, in your experience, right? Because I don't want to put you out there, because at the end of the day, we want to keep things at a minimum. But what do you think is like the difficult part about this matter?
I'd say like just growth. Not everybody grows the same.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So you might have your intentions might be set on one thing and somebody else has the other plan. So it's like you say, communication. If nobody's communicating that, it's just like we just bumping and grinding,
Right.
but it's no time to really think and communicate. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
balance has to be definitely, a part of that situation, because if there's no balance, then you know we on a seesaw and one side can override the other. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
And you bring up something about soul ties, right? How
mhm.
much how much of soul ties play an impact into this?
Well, I say when you decide you want to take for all the grown folks, I want to take the rubber off, and
Ah,
yeah, I want to in some
stint
way, in
stint to
some
skin.
yeah, it's something about that skin to skin, man. So you gotta pay to play sometime, like. And by pay to play, I mean like you're gonna pay. There's certain consequences that come with everything. For every cause, there's a reaction. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, ooh. Say that one more time for the viewers out there, bro. To
every
every cause, there's always a.
there's a reaction. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So when science gets to science in, and y'all, everything feeling real good in that moment. When you wake up and you go about your business throughout the day, it's like in that moment you felt one way, but then like energy can change throughout the day. And I always be throwing up that song with Party Next Door. Things change, people change, feelings change too.
Right.
And I just feel like that's a part of everybody's everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what you're gonna eat right now for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You don't know
Right.
what's on the menu.
Right.
It's a go with the flow type of energy at times if you decide to take it that route. But if everybody decide, hey, like I'm feeling you, you feeling me, and both parties are receptive, hey, but it's also a risk that you take knowing that like not both parties going to be receptive. You know what I'm saying? One person
Absolutely.
might feel like, I just really enjoyed the time we had, and it was what it was in that moment. And somebody might be like, man, I see forever in this.
Mhm.
And I think that's hard to like navigate through, but with healthy conversation, it can be done. So
So I said to all my ladies and to all my men, just want to ask an open discussion. Once when we're done with this episode, just would like to have some feedback. Do y'all believe that could you have be friends with someone after you have sex? Ladies, we need your opinion, and men, we need your opinion.
yeah, that's one of them ones right there.
Yeah, one of them ones, as JP
One of-
would say, one of them ones.
yeah, that's one of them. Have you like because everybody's different. I will say that too, Soca fam. Everybody's different. Not everybody's gonna have that same feeling where like some people might be like, yeah, like I've been messing with my friend for XYZ amount of time. Somebody else might be like, nah, I don't know if I could do that. But scenarios come into factor, time comes into factor.
Victor, yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because somebody might catch you in a phase of your life where you was moving and grooving. You know what I'm saying? You bumping and grinding. And
Mhm.
some people might catch you in a phase where you more like, what they call it, what the females call it, the soft girl era.
Yeah, whatever that shit means. Fucking bullshit, by the way. Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah. Yeah, ladies, I'm on Hinge right now. That's my soft girl era. Fuck that shit. What the fuck that means? Like, bro,
Listen,
what happened? Y'all got done being boozans, huh? Y'all got tired of being boozans, and I don't know. You guys want to be soft? But
now you know I do think so. When it comes to that, I do think there are guys who move like hoes, and there are some hoes that move like. I'm gonna drop the N word. Y'all get what I'm saying,
dudes. There you go, dudes. That's a good way to put it.
dudes. So, hey, when it comes to the soft girl era, what is the word for the guy? Like, if he's deciding to be more focused or conscientious on just himself, why we don't got a term for that?
He's a man.
Um,
He's
so,
a man. He's a
so
man now.
moving in my gentleman era.
There you go.
You know, I feel like there's so many terms. Like another one that throws me for one, and I've never been personally called this, but I hear this a lot and it kind of upsets me for whoever is being called this. Is the term sassy. When
Yes.
somebody
Yes.
when they say
Continue.
oh, he's very sassy. Now, granted, there are some very nonchalant men in this world, but I think a lot of the reason why they're being nonchalant is because they're trying to guard their personal feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And sometimes not everybody wants to come off. It's just like super sensitive because then you're gonna say, he's being,
Weak.
he's weak or
Vulnerable.
like so. It's like I think women in SOCAFAM, y'all have to allow certain men to have that open space because that's why a lot of men are closed off, and then that's when you get the sassy man, I guess, because he's not trying to give too much of himself. Because if he break down crying in front of you right now, you're gonna be like,
The
look at
fuck
this
wrong
whole
with you?
ass. look at this dude. So it's a lot of stresses that men as well as women deal with on a day-to-day that they can't express, and a lot of times not everybody has a counselor like my boy Mello, shout out Dr. McCullough.
Makala, baby.
So I'm curious to know, like, if Dr. McCullough was to watch this episode and hear you talking about boozins and stuff like that.
Hey Doc, I just had to let it out real quick, okay? I just had to express who I am. No,
That was a
trust me.
moment. A moment.
Yeah.
On Soco vibes, you know what I'm saying? We allow safe space, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Say say what you say, feel how you feel, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Nah, he
Strokes
nah,
for
I said she definitely wouldn't have been too fond of me, using the term boozans and going on Hinge. She always taught me how to address things differently and more in a professional matter.
Hey, but at the end of the day, you are in charge of your own vehicle. You control your
Oh,
own car.
hello.
You gotta say what you gotta say. What did you say? Say what you need to say.
Who's that? John Mayer, right? John Mayer, something. I forgot his name. But
Nah, it's something with a John.
John,
Something is telling me Elton John, but please nobody come after me.
right?
I don't know. I don't know. But man, yeah, to transition, bro.
Bro, go ahead, bro. Let's transition.
That question, dog. Okay. Would you be upfront with your partner about someone you've had sex with? So by this one, it's like one of those like we walking in HEB, Walmart, Publix, Aldi's, wherever you could imagine, right? Home Depot, and you with your little boo thing, y'all vibing, catching vibes, cooling.
Right.
And person hits you with the, hey, how you been? Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in such a long time. Like, who is this? Is this your partner? You know what I'm saying? Like, as a partner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna know? Are you gonna know like who the hell this is? How y'all know each other? And do you tell them, or is it like, oh, that's just my friend, the common friend thing?
No, I said I'm only speaking for men and men only. Okay, I won't speak for the women on this matter. What I could say is I will not be honest about that solely because one thing about I learned about females, they will always have that thought in their back of the mind, like, damn, you saw such and such. what are the possibilities that you and such probably might reconnect again? You get what I mean? So I don't know. I just feel like something like that. You don't gotta say you had sex with them, but you could say, oh yeah, that's someone I probably should kick it with or talk to. But to have sex, I mean, to say that you have sex with them too, that's just pushing it. That's just pushing it, bro. I just feel like never. I understand honesty is key. Yes, honesty is key, but I feel like there's some things that just should be unsaid.
Better left unsaid.
Yeah, there you go, left unsaid. Maybe that's it.
Uh, for me,
So,
I
talk to
look
me, JP.
I look at it like this, bro. If we rocking on that type of time, I have no problem expressing to you that that's somebody that I might have had a physical connection with. But like you did say, bro, that shit is gonna be like ingrained in their head, and whenever something pops off, that's the first thing they do throw at you.
Hmm.
Oh, so why don't you go?
To such and such, yeah.
Oh, I bet you such and such will let you do X, Y, Z. And I think that can kind of tarnish like the energy that you and that individual may have.
Mhm.
So it is one of those like you don't want to kiss and tell,
Right.
but at the same time, like if you were in something serious, I think like and you plan on staying where you at, it doesn't hurt, but it does hurt at the same time. It's
Right.
a double-edged sword, man.
I just feel like it's gonna lead to more problems, bro. More unnecessary problems. Then it's like I said, females think about this. Us guys, we think one way. Females think 100 different type of ways. You get what I mean? It's like shit. She's gonna think about scenarios, play like scenarios of things that probably will never will happen, and it's gonna cause drama, man. I don't got time for that. I really don't. Really don't.
Understood. Now, if you don't say nothing too, it's detrimental to you too, because it's like, okay,
How
so
so? How so, cuz?
because that person was just in your face, females or women are very good at reading energy. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
they could tell like sometimes when like something might have been a little more than what
It
you
was
it to be. So
right.
and they pass it off as saying I have discernment, or that was my intuition. They say stuff like that, and then you're sitting there like confused as hell because you're like, how did we get here, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like, oh, so are you sure? Or they'll double down on it sometimes and say, are you sure that individual that you were talking to was just your friend? And you're sitting there like, where's this coming from? But
Right.
out of 10, they already have all the information they need. Or if they once you throw out a name, bro, I think women have like great recollection of things. Like let's say somebody says their name and they just throw it out there. She's gonna remember who the individual's first name was and last name, and that's when they start playing FBI and CIA.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever question you respond to, it can be detrimental to you because now she's is a quiz at this point. She already knows. It's a quiz. So, you know, Mello, who was such and such? Remember that we saw in the grocery store? And you say, "Oh, that's my friend." She'd be like, "Oh, because I see on her social media page, like it shows y'all follow each other. I thought y'all haven't had contact for XYZ amount of time." And now it's just causing her to go down this rabbit hole
Right.
of search that you didn't even intend her to have. So it's like if you just say what it is at that moment, I'm trying to see like, does it buy you less trouble or more trouble? Because what you're looking for, you will find. You know,
Right. But I just feel like too at the same time, I just feel like if it's history, bro. You get what I mean? Like I don't feel
Mhm.
like this should be something like that should be talked about, especially especially if I didn't go looking for it. You get what I mean?
Right,
It came to me. So
right.
I said when it presented itself, and I don't mean to call any females it, but when it presented itself, it's like,
A situation.
yeah, when the situation presented itself, I mean, I'm just going to say just the bare minimum. I'm never going to go into details.
Yeah.
I said, do you really think that females will go into full details about who they talk to, who they mess with back in the days?
Nah, but you know what though? As a
Mhm.
male,
Yeah.
let's say I'm put in that situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
as a male, because now we flipping the script.
Yeah, let's flip the script now.
I personally feel like I could tell if it was just a friend or if it was a friend.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, how you been? I ain't seen you in a long time. Blah, blah. You know, he come in with the double arm hug. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like he peeping over your girl's shoulder to see if that ass is still back there.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And then
Right.
he looks at you, is like, "Hey, how you doing, bro?" And he, you know, the bro never is really a bro. It's like in his mind, he's like, oh, I don't had this before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he's
Right.
gonna talk to you as like, yeah, we go way back. He's like, oh, where y'all know each other from?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And he'd be like, oh, shoot, we used to go to school together, or we used to, you know, work together, whatever the case might be. Now, if y'all that comfortable, y'all was working at each other, and he went for the double hug or whatever, and you know he's sticking around to kind of conversate. He's filling out the scene. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for sure.
You know, at the end of the day, you could tell if you know that was a love interest or not, or if that was a late night thing or whatever. Now,
So
do men care as much? That's
I was about to ask you that. So I was going to say, in the situation, will you bring it up, or will you just be like, that's something that you just keep to yourself?
for me, I ain't gonna bring it. I just peep stuff. Like I just peep. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want you to think that like you like I'm not gonna like make a big deal out of it. But I don't want you to
Right.
think that like a one up on me if you was to bring it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be like, for sure. Because what happened yesterday's price is not today's price. Like,
Ooh.
you
Say that
know,
one more time for the viewers, baby.
yesterday's price is not today's price. So whatever value you added to his life, that doesn't necessarily mean that's the same value you added to mine. So
Right.
now we here right now. It's me and you. Whatever about him. Now, if he's still scoping the scene or whatever, and he in the inbox as of last week, then I'm gonna be like my nigga, like, excuse me.
The
My,
fuck, man? The
I'll be
fuck is
like,
going on? Yeah.
yeah, I'll be like, why you playing, bro? Now you playing. But hopefully, that doesn't happen anytime soon to anybody.
Right.
Fam, if that happened to y'all, just keep it P. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all don't have to stress, don't worry, you know what I'm saying? Because you holding down the spot as of now, you know what I'm saying?
There
That's
you go.
that's your body, you know what I'm
You
saying?
you are the starter now. You are in charge.
Yes, you are the main role player, you know what I'm saying?
But
You
on a serious note, man, before we transition, I just want to say, for men only. Women, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But for men, just keep it to a bare minimum. Don't be, do not show all, do not reveal everything. Just keep it to a bare minimum. That's all I have to say.
tight lip.
All
You
right.
know, we gonna make you the president of the Soko Men's Club, man.
Yes. Hey, man, pro men, man. Pro men.
This guy over here. I feel like that's cool. That's cool. We're gonna have to start that up. But to transition, should couples have access to each other's social media accounts?
You go first, JP. I'm gonna add I'm about to.
Hell no, to the no. Hell to the no. Because listen, nobody have to know, man.
Yeah.
Nobody have to know.
Finish the lyrics. Finish the lyrics to that song right there.
Yeah, if they know, they know. If they know, they know. But check this out. I think, like, if you want to share, by all means. But I mean, like, it doesn't have to be anything that you're hiding per se. It's more so like, I have my own life. I have my own network. You know what I'm saying? Outside of yours, that doesn't mean they have to collide. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I have anything to particularly hide. It's just more so like, I don't want my world mixing up with yours. We have to have some type of individuality. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you know everything that's going on, how can I come to you and say, hey, like, look what happened, or look, check this out, or you know what I'm saying? If you already so tapped into my socials and every other account that I have, I think it doesn't hurt to follow somebody, but for them to be tapped into every DM, every message, that's only causing problems because not everybody's DMing you with the same intention. Some people DMing you on demon time. Some people hitting you up on like just like chill vibes, energy. Oh, cool, cool, cool.
Of
But
course.
that doesn't mean you're swaying away from your partners. More so, like that's just the type of time that individual may be on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just think everybody just need to cool out. They don't got to get this far. It ain't got to be all of that. Just everybody take it easy. What are your thoughts on this?
For me, just like you started off, bro. Hell to the nah, 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 nah. No, but seriously, note, man. I learned. I prefer peace, and I want to go to sleep at night. Peace, and I want to go to sleep at night.
Yeah, you don't want to put that knife against your throat,
right? You get what I mean? And like I said, bro, I'm gonna always keep it 100. When I started dating my wife, right? When we were boyfriend and girlfriend, kid you not, at times I went through the phone, and I'd be like, "Fuck!" I was like, "God damn!" Even though that nothing crazy happened per se, but it's like, yeah, I would rather not, went through the phone. I'd just rather kind of play possum, not be a dummy per se, but like not having to see that. You get what I mean?
Right.
Then next, I just learned, man. I just learned at the end of the day, if they're gonna be for you, they're gonna be for you. You get what I mean? So in other words, like I'm not gonna go through someone else's social media trying to see what they're doing, this, that, the third. And it's like, just like you said, bro, it's gonna create more problem, more controversies. And like I said, bro, at the end of the day, I want peace and I want to go sleep at night. And also too, bro, it's like I've grown to learn sometimes you never force the matter. You get what I mean? Never force the matter. If people want to do their dirt, let them do their dirt and just let them walk. You get what I mean? No need to be confrontational about the matter. No need to go back and forth. I just feel like, hey man, I just feel like at the end of the day, protect your peace, protect your energy from this. And I just felt like there has to be boundaries. There has to be heavy boundaries in this. You get what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I don't want to see what you and your girls are talking about in a group chat or what conversation you probably having with someone else. Same with me. At the end of the day, I have my own network. I have my own people that I talk to. Not everyone, like especially females that I talk to, like I'm trying to hit on them. Like it does not be the case whatsoever. Like it just be on cool, calm, collective vibes. You get what I mean? Just felt like, hey man, just for both men and women, just respect each other boundaries. Bro, by you going through the phone, I mean, that's you want to find out something that you would rather not see.
Right. And gentlemen,
Right.
SOCAFAM gentlemen, because this episode seems like we really talking to the gents today, but I'm really gonna target both sides. But I'll say this, gentlemen, if you start going through your lady phone, bro, you will find what you're looking for, whether it's actually something that you are looking for or it's nothing that you're looking for. It's something that's gonna upset you because in a group chat, bro, male and female, everybody be talking a little wild, saying what they want to say, speaking how they want to speak.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand whoever you're with had a life before you. You know what I'm saying? So like, even if like, let's say they want to speak on personal matters or, not everybody got friends that are married. Not everybody got friends that are single. So, if you want to discuss something pertaining to one of your partner, you should have that space to feel comfortable to have that outlet and speak to your girls, your guys, you know what I'm saying? Hey, this is what's going on. But you will know if it get too crazy because sometimes if y'all all hanging out in a group setting and that one friend look at you like
sideways, yeah.
Something has been said. So to avoid all of that, man, it's just like, everybody stay in their own bubble, but at the same time we can convene and join together or whatever. But there's life outside of your partner. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to be that micromanaged. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like being micromanaged, why micromanage your relationship? So that's one of them ones. That was a good one right there, my boy. So we're gonna tackle this next one, and this one I'm excited to talk because we get into the sports topics pretty heavy. around here. So we gotta talk on that March Madness, man. Like, who's your sleeper team?
Man. Sleeper team for me? Well, they just got eliminated today. St. John's. Truly,
St. John.
truly rooting for them.
Okay.
St. John's, yeah. You know, in Rick Pitino's second season, he already won the Big East
Oh, you talking
championship.
over
Huh?
there? You like them New York guys anyway. I
Yeah, New York guys. Yeah, yeah. You know, I'm a big Rick Pitino fan, and I like what he did. You know, with that program, with that St. John program. You know, turned them from a laughing stock into contenders in year two. You know, fortunately, they got bounced. I don't know, man. I'm still looking. You know, definitely gotta watch some more games. Like this is the first full year where I say I'm kind of tuned in when it comes to March Madness. I kind of wait till like towards like the Final Four or like you know the national championship to tap in. But now this year I've been like doing my best to see okay which teams is legit, which teams are you know pretenders. You get what I mean? So St. John's was my sleeper team. Who's your sleeper team, cuz?
my sleeper team definitely like it's not even a sleeper at this point. Like I feel like them Florida guys. I'm not even a Florida fan, bro. But them Florida guys, bro, I like they guard play, man. I like the way they could get in their lane, you know, throw oops and you know do what they gotta do. But I feel like I'm more of a Final Four guy too, and I want to see who's gonna make the most noise in that Final Four. I feel like you gotta let everybody kind of just like kill each other away. Like what's that one show that everybody likes? I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Game of
It's like
Thrones, yeah.
everybody killing each other off, man. It's yeah. So that's the vibes I get from March Madness. But you know, one thing I love about March Madness is you get some real good play on the male and women's side, man. And I like how condensed the game is. And what I mean by condensed SOCAFAM is more so like it's not a bunch of like crazy athletic plays, but it's more so like you have to figure out it's more of a team type game. And somebody might stand out every now and then, but you get a good ball movement. It's a struggle to score that rock because a lot of people are playing like two zones and playing their best, you know what I'm saying? And it's win or go home. Some people are going to shit down their leg, and some people are going to show up and rise in the biggest moment. So I think that's where March Madness really makes gems. I always say pressure makes diamonds. So you know, March Madness, you find out who's who. And one of my favorite tournament players of all time would have to be Kemba Walker, yo.
Oh, Cadillac Kimba? Cardiac Kimba?
Cardiac Kimba, man. With that snatch back, damn. That man right there, he had it all. For him to be like barely 6 foot. Was he from New York?
Yeah.
Damn, boy. He played at UConn. Snatch back like crazy. I'm talking about he had the basketball on a string.
Right.
It looked like he had it on a yo-yo or something. He just yanked the ball back. You still looking for Kimba. You don't know where Kimba at. Kimba damn near at the 3-point line ready to knock something down. Who was your favorite March Madness player?
Ooh. For me, this was before COVID hit. I'm gonna go with John Morant.
John Morant. Okay.
Morant.
I don't
remember that season we didn't hear nothing about John Morant, but when he went on that run during the tournament, I was like, bro, this guy is nice. What I really liked about him, he was bouncy, bro. He has bounce, like, bro. He's the type, like, yo, he would dunk on anybody. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm like, yo, Jaw. I think, and for me, the school that he went to was what Murray State, and I'm like, bro, no one ever heard of Murray State.
I can't tell you where Murray State is right now. No,
you see,
hey Siri, find Murray State. Let's see what Siri gave me.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you please?
See, this is the problem with Siri. Hey Siri, find Murray State. Let's see.
The only option I found is Murray State University on Chestnut Street in Murray.
So where the hell is Murray?
So I think it's in Kentucky.
Kentucky, wow.
Kentucky, yeah.
Would have never known.
Exactly.
Never known. Right on the border of Kentucky and Tennessee, man. Wow. Learn something every day.
Now I want to ask you this: what's your favorite March Madness moment?
Hmm. Shoot, bro. I'd have to say for me, because a lot of the games, the March Madness tournament was in San Antonio,
Ah,
and I think it's just the fact that like you could feel the energy change within a city when a tournament is being held in your city.
wow. Okay.
So I like the atmosphere. I like how fans that you would never suspect want to come out and support young athletes, and you never know who's gonna be that athlete to bud. So I think that's probably my favorite March Madness moment because I just kind of like the game. I used to like watching a lot of college players, but I like watching the style of the game and
Mm,
fan atmosphere is different from a professional setting, right?
right.
I feel like the fan base is more passionate because you're supporting your school. Your school has the opportunity to be put on the map, and especially like those small schools, you're really bringing notoriety to these small schools. You put in a legacy together and a run together that will never be forgotten amongst the fan base as well as the players, and it's almost like a roller coaster that you're going on until you reach that final four. Now it turns into either heartbreak or celebration,
Right.
I think that's my favorite moments in March Madness, not particularly who wins, it's more so the feeling I get in this time of month.
The moment, right? The moment, the energy, just everything about that time that
Hmm.
is, that's taking place.
Hmm. You
Um,
gotta.
I was, I was say for me, it's definitely multiple moments. I just love seeing those lower schools making it to like the final four, and you look like, dang, this school made it. Like
Uh-huh.
the Loyola Chicago. Remember that school? That church? Loyola Chicago, VCU at one point. Those guys went on a run. Virginia Commonwealth University. That was a good school.
Yeah,
Who else? FAU. That year when both Florida schools made it to the Final Four, that was wild as
crazy,
fuck.
crazy.
Wild. Talking about University of Miami and Florida Atlantic. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
And I felt like, bro, those were definitely my top five, or my top moments of like March Madness for sure.
That was a good year for Florida right there, man.
Oh man, everything
Yeah.
about Florida went well that year.
Hmm.
Basketball was good. I'm talking about for the NBA. College
Hmm.
basketball was good. I'm not sure about football here. Your football team be. Oh yeah, I forgot. You are not a fan, so I'm not going to troll you. I'm not going to troll you.
Listen, when it comes to football in Florida, I think a lot of times they get robbed. It's not only pertaining to my school that I like, it's pertaining towards all Florida schools. Like when they make it to that pinnacle and they reach the top, a lot of times the robbery is coming. So it's kind of like you have what's the word?
Low expectations.
Low expectation. Like fuck, man. I know something is gonna happen,
Mhm.
or one of these schools get robbed, man.
Yeah.
And a couple years ago, I'm still not over this. I should have wrote a letter, or I might chat GBT a letter or something to NCAA, man. That Florida State having a perfect season, football we talking.
Hmm.
How the hell do we not make it into the college playoffs, man?
Yeah.
What sense does that make?
Was that the year when they end up putting Alabama in it?
That was not
Like,
this. That was last year. Yes, yes, yes.
yeah,
And
yeah, 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 yeah. Because I'm not gonna use the P word, but what I could say in that moment, I think for the NCAA, they knew that Saban was about to go out the door,
yeah,
so
come on, man.
so these guys said, "Shit, we have to make."
Undefeated school though. Let the man ride off in the sunset. You already
Yeah.
gave him a whole stadium named after him. This man is already iconic. He's won so many championships. Cool, cool. Bye bye. Bye bye. But to hold a whole school out of a opportunity is crazy to me. And in the next year, you could tell that there was still lingering effects from that. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
You know, everything was just
terrible,
terrible, man.
bro. Like talking about them real quick. I don't want to stay too much on them because I don't like Florida State, but I
Oh, you
did
know,
notice that. like ever since when Jordan Travis had that gruesome injury, then next, when those guys found out they were not going to the playoff and all the other players decide to opt out, either go transfer out or like go to the draft, prepare for the draft. I just knew for a fact that following season, I'm talking about this season now, it played a big part. And I'm looking at it now, I'm like, bro, this is not the same Florida State team that I knew years ago.
Pieces, but how do we go from being what was he 16-0?
13, yeah, 16, yeah.
We ain't lose not one damn game, and then the following we can't win a damn game.
Right.
There's no way your program should change that drastically. You know what I'm saying? There has to be some type of balance, dude. Mm-hmm. But you see, I'm getting worked up. My congestion is rising.
Right.
This topic, so we gonna transition. Because man, don't let me see somebody on the committee. I might mess around and spear them, dog.
That was Goldberg vibes, or has it on your Roman Reigns vibes?
Bro, I'm talking about Randy Orton. You don't see me coming, turn around.
RKO. Watch out.
Exactly. Because that they greased us, bro. But transition, bro. Updates in sports world. I know you had some concerns, right? And it was more pertaining towards a contract.
Yeah.
And to speak on this individual, we're talking about T. Higgins for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yes, sir.
Do you feel like that was a fleece job, or do you feel like he did the right thing by himself, or do you think like he just didn't think it through? Like, what do you think was in play with that?
Well, he got tagged. Prior to him getting the contract extension, he got tagged, and the thing was.
So our viewers who are unfamiliar with the term tag, what do you mean by that?
Tag meaning like a team, they tag you, meaning they keep you on the team, but they're still working to kind of come to an agreement for like a long-term contract extension. That's what the tag means. Meaning like, okay, we're just going to pay just the base minimum of what a star wide receiver is supposed to get paid, but we're still going to work with you to try to find a contract extension, a long-term contract extension.
Okay, so I guess my following question would be, because you answered that very well. I'm curious to know, like, what was that deal looking like? Was it was it not incentive based, or did it have incentives, or how did that work?
Let me look for it just to go over it with you, because I felt like he got fleeced.
Okay,
I think he got fleeced.
You think he saw?
Yeah, because with Chase contract, right? Chase he's the most highest paid non-paid non-quarterback in the league right now. But in his contract, right? So they said that T. Higgins signed a 4-year deal for $115 with the Cincinnati Bengals. Out of that $115, right?
How much is guaranteed?
$40 million is guaranteed. You feel me? The math not mathing, right?
Oh.
And there's an average annual salary of $28,750,000, right? His base pay for 2025 is $13 million. His roster bonus is $5 million. His reconstructor bonus is $15 million, and a workout bonus of $100,000.
Bro, all it takes is one injury, bro, and none of it. So you banking on a 4-year contract, knowing that the only thing that's guaranteed to you in the NFL is injury.
Yeah.
And that's what you both banking on, health for 4 years. And $40 million?
For $40 million guaranteed out of that 115.
Bro.
Come on.
He signed that?
He signed that, yeah.
Bro, something's not right there. Who's his agent, bro? Hold on. Can you look that up for me?
Yeah, let me see. Not us being messy about the situation. Let me see. All right. The question is, all right, let me search for that right now. Who is T. Higgins' agent?
Back up one side, man.
His agent is Rocky. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It sounds French, so Arcanis. Well, okay. We're
Show
just
us
gonna call
a
him
picture
Rocky.
of the guy. Show us a picture of the guy, because that's not an agent. That's a robber.
That's a
Okay?
robber.
That's a robber, man. Show it. That's somebody who doesn't care about his clients.
All
Curious to know what this guy looks like. You know,
right, give me 1 second, man. So, because I'm
gotta
curious.
gotta put a face behind this guy. Whoa, whoa. That's like, okay, SOCAFAM. That's like me saying, hey, I'm gonna give y'all 4-year deal, right? And I'm gonna give y'all 140 plus million. But let you get hurt. Let you get hurt. You gonna receive like what is like 25% of that?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not a math guy, but that don't add up, bro. You know, it's that saying, I told them to bring me my money.
You see my screen?
Yeah,
How-
go ahead and add that to the stage. There you go, my boy, Mr.
Yeah.
Tech. I see you over there cutting up, man.
That's his agent.
Oh
Yeah.
no, oh no. Somebody need to slap him in the back of his neck, man. You have a segment about guys like this, man. Slap him in the back of his neck, somebody.
Wow.
Ali. He was Zeke agent too.
Zeke agent. He
Wait.
At one point he did help Zeke become the top paid running back in the league.
Okay. But
But still, like I felt like T. Higgins left some money on the table, bro.
left some like I said, nothing is guaranteed, bro, but injury in this
Right.
league.
Yeah.
So if you know there's a high injury rate, and that's for 4 years, that's a 4-year deal. So you know he only gonna get his 40 M's, and that's it. But for his production level as an athlete, he's much more than that. He's greater than that. They couldn't let him go. They couldn't leave him out the building. But you know what I do wonder? If they know that he's gonna get hurt, right? And they pay him that 40 M's, right? And then they pay that defensive end the rest of the money. Oh, that might be the caveat, bro.
You know, you probably could be onto something on that one because
Oh,
I was looking at it from like the offensive end because you know
because they still pay that guy.
Huh?
They still got
pay that. Right. That's correct. How I said Chase, Higgins, and Burrow, they already make up about like 50% of the salary cap.
contract, yeah.
Right. So I think right now from Cincinnati, it's like a hit or miss on whether or not they're going to sign Henderson to that extension. You know, I've heard stories about their owner being a cheap guy. Like
very cheap guy.
I like to spend money.
But check this out, Mello. If I'm a cheap guy, you a cheap guy, we know that the odds of you staying healthy for another 4 years of an NFL season, slim to none. So if I could show you the money on paper, $140 million, the price is right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Of course, the average guy gonna look at that and say, "Ooh, 140 M's," but that's not guaranteed. That is not guaranteed. So with that not being guaranteed, you got this other guy who's waiting for his money, and y'all on the same team, but everybody got to get paid. Everybody got to eat. If I'm the best at my respective position, I gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? So I can't have you taking money out of my kids' mouths or my family's mouths. You know what I'm saying? I understand we teammates, but I got a life outside of this stadium.
Hello.
And football money is not going to last forever. So if we talking 141 M's and you're leaving more than half of that on the table if you get injured, are you going to play as hard as you should? What type of production are we getting out of you?
Then, look into perspective, like I don't even think he even cracked top 10 as like a top 10 highest paid receiver.
That's a fleece, bro.
Because
that's definitely a fleece.
I'm like, bro, if I was the GM or if I was the owner, I'm be honest, I would have let Higgins walk. I would have got something in return for him. You get what I mean? Right. Some draft capital.
And one thing about the Bengals, they know how to find a wide receiver. They don't have no problem finding no wide receiver.
Right.
So what the hell? Bro, I was hearing on Shay Shay last night. They was kind of like bringing it up, but I fell asleep. I
Right.
had an unfortunate situation happen to me, which I would love to kind of bring up today. Um, I was coming back from Austin, Texas last night, and uh, I was riding with a friend, and we were going to pick up a couch, and his vehicle actually caught on fire, and um, I'd like to send my prayers out to him, and just let him know, like, I'm always thinking about you, brother. The situation was very unfortunate, like, what I'm saying. If you need me, you know what I'm saying, I'm here for you. But I have pictures to, kind of show y'all what exactly happened, man. And I'm talking about car was gone.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is his vehicle right here, and it's like it started off. I guess it was a cardboard box back there, but as you can see in the corner is two couches. You know what I'm saying? And it just was like it just felt like a movie, man. Like I didn't get home till like 4 in the morning. So if y'all ever wonder if I love y'all, SOCAFAM, best believe that. Um, I was sitting out here on the curb. You know what I'm saying? At one point, I had to piss. It was just tiring. It was exhausting. I went to the gas station, try to cross that busy ass highway. You know what I'm saying? I was pretty much playing chicken with the cars. Um, Made it back safe last night, but it was just a very unfortunate circumstance. It was hard to explain, bro. Like 1 minute we're cooling, we're listening to music, we hanging out, catching vibes. This is one of my greatest friends,
Right.
and the energy between me and him are always like real great. And yeah, it just went totally left, man. And I mean, Austin, I appreciate Austin for the vibes and energy, but I'm 50-50 split on Austin. Every time I go there, it's either a really good time or it's a really bad time. So to all my Soko Vibe members, just kind of stay safe, man, because unfortunate circumstances like this can happen, and we'd hate to see that. So yeah, man. Any thoughts on this, Mello?
I mean, wow, bro. Just I call it a freak accident, bro. Freak accident. I'm glad that you back on the show with us today. Bro, it could have been worse. Could have been worse. But
Yeah,
I'm glad that all you guys made it out safely. Just kind of curious, man. Like how did this happen? Like you're just chilling there, mind your business, then you just smell the smoke, or like you just automatically just saw the fire, just poof.
so I'm gonna paint you the picture, bro. We
Right.
we vibing, we listen to music, bro. Uh, we turned up. I look out the rear view, like the side mirror, right? I
Right.
see sparks. So I'm thinking like, damn, like that might be the police behind us. I look closely, bro, and it's like a bunch of sparks just so I'm like, what the hell is that coming from? Bro, I said, hey, pull over the car. Bro, by the time you pull over the car, we only had like a little small bottle of water. That flame ate that water up, man. Then I'm trying to tell my boy, gotta get away from the car. We gotta get away from the car. But in desperate times calls for desperate measures. So he was just ready to get his couch off there, and he was able to unhook the couches, and the couches made it safe. But I just personally don't know if couches are worth your life per se. But the unfortunate aspect is like the insurance thing, man. And
Right.
that'll be a question for next week, man. As far as like insurance, how do we deal with these high ass insurances, man?
Insurance.
Because everybody got to eat, man. But damn, these
We never
insurance.
got to we never got to talk about all types of insurance from auto, dental, health. Like
Whoa, yes, bro.
definitely got to talk about that next week. But Soca
Yeah.
fam, stay tuned for that one.
Yes, sir. So yeah, that was that. And this concludes, today's episode, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a great rest of y'all week, and we will be tapping back in, with some more, spicy topics, juicy topics, whatever y'all want to call it. And we're gonna start adding some segments. So y'all kind of, keep us up to speed, what I'm saying, with what y'all want to hear and what y'all want to know, what I'm saying? So
And and lastly, don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.
tell
Like,
us,
comment, and subscribe.
subscribe. No, but all right.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Oh yeah. ass hotter than Marie Sharp. When they bump on me thing, well, after when the fun start, y'all. Me no come for play, me no come for skylark.
You are now watching Soca Vibes Sports Podcast.
The way you grab on me cocky, turn me on.